We got stuff to go. We got our water. We got some food. My son can eat.
For your son?
Yeah. We should have evacuated, but we thought we would be okay. But it's just, thank God we finally got something. We need to get help down here. Please, everybody, come help us.
That was a victim of Hurricane Irma who rode out the storm in Key West in his own words. Emotional, of course, after finally getting some aid from U.S. troops. But unfortunately, not everyone in Florida was that lucky. Some of the state's most vulnerable did not get help fast enough. 8 senior citizens died after their Hollywood, Florida nursing home lost air conditioning, and it's shining a spotlight on elderly care during times of disaster. Joining us in studio is Ron Gold, CEO and co-founder of Lean On We. It's a company that provides a better home care experience. Ron, you started this company because of your own sort of personal incident that happened. Tell us the backstory.
Sure. About 6 years ago, I was a big cyclist. I was riding with a group of friends. It was Saturday afternoon. A woman lost control of her car. She fell asleep, and she hit me head on without braking. I was medevaced to the hospital, to the nearest trauma unit. Was not expected to survive. I did. And 2 months in ICU, 3 months in rehab. And I came home, and my life as I knew it was completely gone.
And you realized that care for people in your situation was not a done deal, that there's a lot of holes in the system.
A lot of holes. So for me, it was my good private health insurance. I had a good job, and I just assumed I've been paying into it my entire career. Now that I need it, it's going to be there for me. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't matter whether you have private health insurance or whether you have Medicare. It's not going to cover you for a traumatic event like this on any ongoing basis. And I saw that with my folks as well. At that point, you're really sort of left to figure it out on your own and pay for it on your own.
And figuring these things out and paying for it, it's especially difficult if you are elderly. It's remarkable that what happened at this nursing home in Florida, that somebody didn't call, or that, I mean, is that expected? Are there problems with elderly care in particular around the country, that people are infirm and they can't get much help in times of crisis? Well,
I mean, the nursing homes, surprisingly, are not as well geared for this type of event as you would think they would. You know, when the power goes out and they need to use the generator, what are they going to decide? Well, they're going to take care of the people who need oxygen first, and then how many more does that leave? Air conditioning is probably not going to be the first priority, and it clearly needed to be. And that's really a reflection of what we're seeing. I mean, people don't have confidence in the system, and if you think about your grandparents, they all went into nursing homes when they aged. Nobody wants to do that anymore. They all want to age at home. Estimates are 90% of Americans want to do that. And if I circle back to my own experience, I saw that nothing's paid for. I could go through an agency which was going to be expensive with a lot of restrictions, or I could look to find someone on my own, things that people do, word of mouth, Craigslist, Facebook. But it's all luck of the draw. You know nothing about that person. And that's what's incentivized me to come up with a different way to skin the cat.
And it's a way of making sure that the resources are there, that they're credible, they're trustworthy, and that the person who's asking for the care gets what they need.
That's exactly right. People want to hire someone on their own. They don't want to go through an agency. But what they value from an agency is the peace of mind that comes from real vetting, and that you know you're never stuck and there's going to be emergency fill-in. And we figured if we could bring those two qualities into the equation of hiring on your own, and we would do all the background, and then they go out and hire someone, they would end up having the best of both. They'd pay less, they'd have the peace of mind that they're getting the person they want, and they know who they're getting. There's always going to be backup. And what's more, the caregiver ends up making significantly more. And we know that's a huge problem with the right to 15 and caregivers being paid poorly.
Ron Gold, CEO and co-founder of Lean On We. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Spotlight continues with pop star Selena Gomez, who has been very vocal about her struggles with lupus. But when a complication arose, she kept quiet to the surprise of her millions of fans. On Thursday, the singer-actress revealed on Instagram that at the start of the summer, she received a kidney transplant. She said the surgery was part of her ongoing treatment for the autoimmune disease, which she opened up about 2 years ago. The star's kidney donor was her best friend, actress Francia Reza. Gomez posted a touching photo of the two of them in the hospital bed. There was. Just ahead, the importance of facts in the debate over America's healthcare system. Final thoughts just ahead.